everybody, Nate Lee here, and I'm going to show you how to use Sam Bush's secret weapon, or one of them. This is a sound that is usually associated with Sam Bush, especially in the way that I just used it, and it's called octaves. It's playing octaves. And I remember when I first started to get good enough to pick up some of the Sam Bush type stuff, I had no idea what this sound was. I really wanted to play it, and I went to Gerald Jones, who I was taking lessons from at the time, great mandolin player and banjo player and everything player, runs a lot of good music camps too, and a super nice guy, and taught me so much of what I know. So I went to a lesson with him, and I said, I want to do that thing where Sam Bush sounds electric. It was the only way I could describe it when I heard that. Oops, that was a bad one. And I just wanted to sound electric. So I told him, and it took a little bit to explain what it was I was actually asking because I didn't know the term. And he says, oh, you just want to learn to play octaves. So he shows me the formula for octaves, and I'm going to show you the formula for octaves. So it's really simple. All it requires is your index and pinky fingers. That's it. Now it is a little bit of a stretch. So that is something that may take some getting used to, but keep in mind they get easier as you move up the neck because the frets get closer to each other. But I'm just going to start here. I was playing a lick from Can't Stop Now, Newgrass Revival's Can't Stop Now, Sam Bush's mandolin break. He did that thing. So I'm just playing out of that key. It's the key of B. So here's the formula. You put your index finger on whatever melody note you want to play. Then your pinky is going to go up here. And here's how you know if your pinky's in the right place, is you should have 4 empty frets in between your index and your pinky. So your index is on the low string. Your pinky is on the next highest string. So in this case, my index is on 2 of the A. My pinky's on 7 of the E. And that makes an octave. And we know we're in the right place because there are 4 empty frets in between the index and the pinky. You can also hear the octave, if you want another way to identify it and know if it's right, is it's somewhere over the rainbow. What is that? That's an octave. So that's how you make it. And then how to use it. Well, it's usually used playing up and down the scale. So if you take, let's say, a B minor scale, for instance, you play 2 and 7. Then you go up to 4 and 9. Now 5 and 10. So that'd be... And it's often used with tremolo, so you could do that with tremolo if you want. If you need help with your tremolo, check out my video, The Prime Factors of Tremolo. If you're watching on YouTube, it's here on this YouTube channel. Also, if you wouldn't mind liking this video and hitting subscribe, that would help a lot to get this video out and my other videos to people who need to learn this stuff. If you're on Facebook, if you wouldn't mind clicking that like button as well and sharing, that would be really awesome, and it'll get this out to more people who need to learn this stuff as well. So, if you're having any trouble with the tremolo, check out my video, The Prime Factors of Tremolo. It's both on YouTube and on Facebook. So, normally that's played in a scale sort of a motion. Can be major scales. And it usually isn't played for things that are super intricate. So something like this. Well, that doesn't work great because you're going to have to move back and forth so much. And it's not that you can't or you shouldn't do it that way. It's doable. It just takes away a lot of what makes that lick so powerful. It's much better to linger on one and work your way up and down the scale most of the time. So go ahead and give that a try. Put on Strum Machine or some other backing track. Choose a key. Find a place where you can play the root of that key. Make sure you have 4 empty frets between the index and the pinky. And then just start playing a little bit. Make little scales, make little licks out of it. You can even change it up. You don't have to play it as a double stop. You could play just the low string, then the high string. And then you can play just the high and the low. You can make up little patterns. And I know you want to know what that is, so I'm going to tell you. It's the low string twice, the high string once. Just doing that over and over. Low, low, high. And I'm just moving to another position. Now, I don't know if I've ever heard Sam really use that style, that picking pattern, but I've heard a lot of other players use it too. Octaves don't always sound the same because it depends on what kind of inflection you use, or depending on how you're doing it, what kind of inflection you're using. So give that a try. I think you're going to like it. If you have questions, feel free to ask them down in the comments. You can also join my student group, Play Well, Play Nately, and ask questions there every Tuesday. There's a Technique Tuesdays question thread. You can ask questions there. And of course, if you want to, you can come see me for a private lesson, and I'm happy to help you with this stuff as well. All right. Bye, everybody.